episode of the Heights Garage's Shop Talk. We're back. Myself, Alex, my brother here, Pablo.
Yep.
We're moving and grooving. This is gonna be the second video podcast that we have, which is pretty cool. Hold on, let's try and fix some sounds. Okay, how does that sound? Good. All right, sorry, we're still trying to figure things out a little bit here, but shout out to John and Jackie, my tia Marta. They not got us, but they had some lights that they didn't need.
Lights laying around, yeah.
So now we're
The lighting is better.
we're chilling. The lighting's way better. But first and foremost, one thing I did today, I did my oil change actually at home. And if you guys don't know, or if you guys do know, we live in an apartment, so there's not much room for us to do anything here. And since our neighbor moved out, who's next door in the same apartment, things have been super good. And today, while I needed to do a bunch of maintenance, I actually didn't get to. I got my transmission oil. I did spark. I wanted to do spark plugs, but I actually don't have a 10mm socket. I don't know where it went on my home set.
10mm. That's the one that everybody needs and nobody ever has.
Exactly. So I don't know where it's at. So I gotta wait, go to work, and pick up one of my work 10mm. But I didn't get to do that. But I told you, I was like, bro, these ramps have changed my life, and they really have, dude. Harbor Freight just doesn't miss. They really don't miss. And I know a lot of people, they get a lot of hate, and right now people actually they're looking up to them, but it just
Harbor Freight has everything for everybody.
It really does. Yeah,
I mean, I've said it 1,000 times before. Like, that's where I get most of my detailing. So when I started, that's where I got everything. My vacuum, my the pressure washer, and even now, every time we go, you leave with some. Last time we went, like I said, like you're saying, you left with rams, and you went we went on a Saturday. That Monday you came back and you had the jack stands.
Yeah, exactly.
The last time I went, I got on my the tire shine. You got me my the polisher, the dual action polisher. They have buffing pads, polishing pads. They have soaps. They have towels. They have everything. They have brushes.
Everything. Yeah, you can get like head to toe. You can get you can get some freaking.
You get a full arsenal of everything.
Yeah, and they have, what is it? They have their like microfiber towels and stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's yours. There you go. It's picking up. But and we keep going back to it because it's pretty. It's just so easy to go. It's the store.
It's
for everybody.
It's a convenience. It's a convenience store.
Yeah, dude.
It's convenient for everybody to go. Yeah,
it's there. And I'm trying to pull up the ramps that I got. They're right here. It's a 2-piece set of ramps. I'm already signed up. Harbor Freight, get out of here. And they're just simple. They're just simple ramps. That's all I can say. They're just simple freaking ramps, and it's just made life easier.
And I want to say that it's funny because when you got them,
look,
when you got them, I was like, oh cool, they're ramps, dude. Like, whatever. Yeah. And then when you use them to do when you're fixing Vicky's car,
yeah, I did the transmission
and then
transmission flush on it.
Yeah, and then you had them on. You had their little SUV on the ramps, and I was like, oh shit, it's way better than having it on a jack stand or leaving the actual jack under there like that.
Because it's sketchy too. You think about it. I mean, the last episode, right? We saw that dude that didn't know what he was doing, where he basically dropped the jack while someone was under it. And while with these, I mean, you're thinking, oh, they're plastic. And of course, I'm sure there's been incidences where something has happened with these ramps, but it's just a safer alternative.
Big time.
It's a bit like you don't have to worry about something being suspended, meaning like you're not.
And then it's like it's the ramp to go up.
Yeah.
And then it's not even flat like when the wheels are.
There's
like, another little indent.
There's like a little indent.
So that the wheels stick or the tires stick in there.
Exactly.
So, like me, when we were doing Vicky's car, I was going in and out of the car, turning it off and on, checking this, checking that. The car would kind of rock, but it's not gonna.
Yeah, it's not
gonna roll down because it's not a flat surface.
Yeah,
it's not gonna roll down. It's not gonna go forward.
And as you can see in these pictures right here, you just go up the ramps and that's it. And they're not heavy either. These are the plastic ones. They're not the old school like metal ramps.
The metal ones.
Those were sketchy too. But I was able to do my oil change. I did it in like 20 minutes, quick and easy. Because that too, I was able to take my time, just work on it. I pulled out like my little work mat, and that's all it is. That's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it's super simple. I was super excited about it. I geeked out about it. I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. I was hoping the neighbors would seem like, oh, dude, what are you doing? Oh, you know.
Come and watch.
just working.
And it's funny because it's one of those things where I think I brought it up once when we were talking about the equipment that we each have. It was one of those things. The ramps are one of those things that you don't think about it until you have it. And you're like, exactly. Why the fuck didn't I get this before? It makes things so much easier.
Yeah. Again, you really don't think about it. You're like, why?
It's like, oh, it's cool. I'll just keep jacking up the car. I'll
it's like, no, I already have a jack and I have jack stands, and that too. It makes it easier to actually jack a car up too. Believe it or not, because let's say you're gonna put it on 4 jacks, well, you can roll it up on the ramp, and then you don't have to like wonder, oh, am I on the right lift point?
Yeah, because you can go under
it, and you could already.
Not only that, when you're jacking up the car, once you hit the actual car, that's when you start kind of lifting the car, like physically, like and jack it harder. With that, you just you put it up to the car, and then all right, let it go, leave it there, lock the jack, and then you're good.
You're good to go. And then even that, if you're just gonna do something in the rear, but you want it like I said, more stable or safe, you can
that too.
You can just jack up the rear and have the front on the ramps. But also don't. I don't know where the video's at. I forget where I sent it, but there was a video too of some dude. He was working on his Corvette in the garage, and he decided, oh, I'm gonna back up into the ramp. So he had the drive wheels like going on the ramp, and so he's backing up. Hold on. He's backing up on the ramp, and the ramp just goes and it slides forward, and he just and he's like, all right, well, that wasn't a good idea. So again, they're not completely foolproof, as in like it could user error, or if they're old, they can break. They can be brittle.
You can't put the fucking ramp on and think, okay, nothing's gonna happen.
It's a perfect, but it is safer.
You still gotta be safe.
It is safer. You still gotta take the precautions, like you said. This dude, he was trying to back up on it, and he floored it too. So you gotta think about it. The rear wheels were driving, and it just pushed the ramps forward. And luckily, the ramps were kind of low profile, so like it didn't really hit much. But yeah, these ramps are great. I just didn't. I wish I had my 10 millimeter. I could have got the spark plugs done, but
and it's funny because that 10 millimeter is the one that it's kind of, I don't want to say universal, but it's kind of like a universal thing. Everything is 10 millimeters,
dude. Even like fenders and stuff, they're bolted on by a 10 millimeter.
Yeah, people can't find it,
and it just I don't even know where they go. They just disappear completely. Like so, it's pretty funny. But on the business side of things, as you can see on my noggin, we got that new LA hitter. I kind of, we have that wrench LA logo, but I don't know. There's something about this LA logo that when we made it, I kind of like it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So, starting this week, you head over to theheisgarage.com. It's, I guess, our Cinco de Mayo kind of drop, but it's not really Cinco de Mayo. It's just like something that we thought was cool.
Beginning of the summer drop.
Yeah. I think it's
end of spring drop.
Yeah, car season or drop or whatever. I don't even know what we're gonna name the cap and shirt combination. It's probably just gonna be like the tacos and cervezas or something t-shirt. Yep. Point is, as you can see, it's the our LA logo, and it's in a cream colorway, and then we got that Quality Desmadre hit on the side here.
Bringing it back, boy.
Yeah, we're bringing that stain back, and then right under the brim, we got the Mexican flag.
We're for the people over here.
We're for the people, by the people. I don't know if you could tell, but probably a bunch of our viewers thought we were white just based off our vocals. But now that we have video, you can see we're nopaleros. So there's that. And there's also a T-shirt. We've been kind of it all happened pretty fast, but it's gonna go out pretty fast too. So. But we'll be dropping some pictures and little hints of that as well. So, stay tuned for that. But without further ado, I got some videos that I wanted to see, that I want everybody to see. We'll break them down. All right. So not really videos. I guess they're posts. So let's go back here. And then we're going to share it. And I'll pop it up. I'll put it on the screen. Share screen. Get your input on this. Do that. Share. So, as you can see here, let me pull it up. Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight buying Snap-on. Snap-on on their way out.
What?
So, shout out to you_never_know_with_Gerald. You never know with Gerald. He put LOL. Well, don't worry, mechanics. You won't get robbed by high prices and payments anymore. So I did see something last week, and it said like, oh, Harbor Freight is filing for bankruptcy, and we were talking about it in the shop. And I was like, I don't really know that stuff, but I know like people say when you file for bankruptcy, it just means you're moving money around or like you're trying to liquidate. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Point is, yeah, there you go, restructure, whatever the hell that means. But I don't know. I guess Snap-on's going through a tough time right now, and I don't mind it because I know they said too Harbor Freight owns some stock in Snap-on, so it's like people always make that joke like, well, if you're buying Snap-on, you're technically buying Harbor Freight because they own it. And it's like, yes and no. I mean, obviously they own some of it.
On paper, you're buying
but they're not. It's not like they're manufacturing it. But now that this is happening, like I wonder, like something
would be pretty crazy.
That would be pretty crazy. And then I went on.
Well, wait, does that mean we're gonna get Snap-on quality tools at Harbor Freight prices?
Maybe if we don't. Yeah, if we don't already. And then he posted this too. I guess it was a search. Someone, whatever, and but. Snap-on gone in 2025? Question mark. Same guy. You never know with Gerald, and they did the Google search or whatever, and they highlighted it. While in theory, Harbor Freight Tools could own shares in Snap-on Incorporated, that's not what would be implied by Snap-on. Is owned by Harbor Freight. So Harbor Freight planning on buying Snap-on beginning in 2025. So that would be dope. Like my brother just said, if we could buy Snap-on quality tools. At Harbor Freight prices? Oh my God. Or even that. Think about it, right? All these mergers, you'll see like different companies and they're like, oh, it's online only. And then they oh, think about it like this. Donut Media, right? They were only online. They were selling out their stuff. And then you could buy it at Zoomies now. What if you could buy a Snap-on ratchet at Harbor Freight now? That would be dope too.
Make your payments at Harbor Freight.
Make your payments or get their credit card, build your credit. Yeah. And it's all there. Guess what? Now you're buying ramps and a freaking Snap-on ratchet all together, 2 in 1. But again, I don't know what this means. We're not too much of a businessman. Like I don't know what bankruptcy means. Like I don't know what that whole stitch is. And it's just, I don't know. We'll figure out what it means later. But we'll go over these other videos too after. But I thought it was pretty funny.
Interesting because yeah, like I said, is there gonna be Snap-on quality tools at Harbor Freight? Because Harbor Freight tools, they're not bad. No, they're not bad at all. Decent. Like it's not like, oh, it's a big downgrade or like, oh, it's no, they get the job done
for sure.
They'll last you. You still have tools. You still use tools from when you first started school when you bought them at Harbor Freight, and that was what 5-6 years ago. And they still work, and you still use them as an everyday thing. You get me? You still walk around with that. What is it? That Eagle thingy?
Well, that's Matco. But I do have like random shit in there.
You have a bunch of wrenches. You have a bunch of sockets.
Yeah, because even currently today, all my impact sockets and my wrenches, they're all Icon from Harbor Freight, and I literally
and it's like there's nothing wrong with them. No, and not only that, people say like, oh, I like Snap-on because they have the warranty.
Yeah,
so does Harbor Freight.
And you get to walk in. You don't gotta wait for no.
They literally go in there and let me see it. Oh yeah, it's on aisle, whatever. You just go grab one and come, see me when you're done.
Yeah,
and
that's it,
bro. That's it.
Quick and easy. But I thought that was interesting. I was like, holy shit, like, because there's obviously a bunch of videos of people and they're like, waiting for the day that like the Snap-on truck breaks down so that way we can be like, all right, it's our turn. You owe us money. You can pay for it weekly, this, that, and the other. And again, it's tools, so it's stuff that you're gonna need. It's stuff that everybody's gonna need, and just hope that you're not gonna pay an arm and a leg for it. So I don't know. It was interesting, but I had a story. I had another story from work. Son of a gun. See, if we had live, this is where it would help out, but what was it? I forgot, dude. It was funny too. I told Pedro, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna use that at work," but I completely forget. I'm blanking out. But yeah. Anyways, very excited that we have video. This is again our second episode. We got new lights. We can feel it. We're dripping sweat, but
it's a little warm in
it's
here.
a little warm. But as the seasons change and all that, it's getting warmer, and here we are. But anything new with the detailing side of things?
Besides the polisher you got me, which I still haven't used. No,
we still haven't broken down.
I haven't gotten the detail in like a week.
Man,
but that's because it rained last weekend.
That's true.
So I feel like, people are just like, dude, it's gonna be nice during the week, and then the fucking weekend hits, and it's that's how I was the last weekend when it rained. It was like 70 to 80 degrees during the week, and then boom, Saturday or like Friday night.
Oh yeah,
it got cold and it started pouring rain.
Well, Saturday too. Remember when we were at the baby shower?
It was pouring rain,
dripping, dude.
Yeah, so I just feel like people are just like, they don't want to pay. Which makes sense.
Yeah, no, obviously you don't want to pay.
Because me and you were mad. We're like, fuck, dude. I just waxed your car. I ceramic coated your car, and it fucking rained.
But my car still looks decent.
It does.
It still looks like it's a little dusty. But if I had like, I should have got the quick detailer or something. The Meguiar's one. If I had that, I could just wipe it down and it would look just as
And that's
good.
what a ceramic coating essentially does. A ceramic coating is essentially another clear coat on top of your clear coat.
Right.
But in order to get that, you can't just apply the ceramic coating on top of the car like that. We had to clay the vehicle, which is like I don't like saying it because then people get scared, but it's kind of like sanding your car down. Yeah. But you're not necessarily sanding it down. No. But that's what it is. You're sanding down all the minor bumps and scratches that the car has. Mm-hmm. And then you feel it, and it smooths out the paint, and then okay, cool. And then we applied.
Yeah, you're starting brand new.
We applied the compound, and the compound is what puts in the finishing. It fills in the minor scratches. Exactly. And then after that, we could have added the polish and then the wax and the ceramic coating, but we didn't need the polish and everything, and it looked good. Yeah. It looked good with just the compound that was already shining. Then we added the ceramic and the wax and the ceramic coat. And it looked good because I remember when I came, I was like, fuck, it rained, dude, and we visited your car, the other day. And you're like, but look how it's beating up. And we were up here, and I was like, yeah, like my car was just wet, and your car was, and that's what it is. It beats up. The water clumps together, and it drips down. Yeah, so essentially, it's like a water repellent.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it does that with water. And I think the one that we did, the ceramic coating that we did, for your car, it'll probably last 3 to 6 months, is because you leave it outside and then you live in Fontana, or you drive in Fontana. Driving to Fontana. So it's super dusty and stuff like that. So you do have to keep up with it, but that's what it does. It's like a water repellent for the paint. It protects the paint. Yeah. And a lot of people say like, oh, what do I need it for? I don't really drive it. But it's like, yeah, dude, but cars pass by on the street. If you have your car parked under there, it's gonna pick up dirt. It's gonna pick up gravel with the wind, the dust.
I know birds are shitting on your car.
Birds, exactly. The wind. Wind's gonna be blowing. It's gonna pick up trash from the floor. You're gonna get. You may not. It's gonna these microscopic rocks that are gonna be scratching your paint, and with the ceramic coating, it's gonna protect it from that. So even if like you said, right now your car is pretty dusty, but if we go out there with the a detailing spray, it's gonna come out quick. It's gonna make it. Not only that, but the scientific thing of the ceramic coating is it lessens the static between the car and like when you dry a car, or when you use a microfiber towel for a detailing spray. Yeah, there's less static on the car because it's less rub on it. It's literally just a clear coat. It's like so it's that's why you feel it a little smoother. Right, you're wiping down with the towel, so it makes it easier to clean off. Because I know, not as rough. For example, right now we do a quick detailer on your car. It's gonna wipe it off. We do it on my car right now. That's not wax, not ceramic coated, not clay. It's just gonna get muddy, and we're gonna be there for a while, scrubbing and rubbing the car. You get me? It's gonna clump up. With yours, you could wipe it off. This is just with water, and it'll come off.
And then that too, Meguiar's does have pretty good like step by step. They have. I couldn't find it. Apparently, you can only get it like on Amazon or order it. But they have the ceramic wax prep, and then they have the ceramic wax, and then they even and then after that they have quick detailer, and then they have a ceramic wax spray.
And that one's really
good. And that one's really cool.
That one's I like using that one when we use it because it's a drying aid too. Yeah. So what that essentially does is it helps a lot. Like if you're like right now, say I don't have deionized water or filtered water, and you don't want it to water spot. So what you do is you wash the car, you rinse it off, and while the car's still wet, you go around with that ceramic detailing spray. Yeah. You spray the car, and it'll keep the car wet. And then you don't have to do. It's one small step that you add. Yeah. Spray the car while it's still wet. You dry it off, and with that ceramic spray, the ceramic drying, you ceramic coated your car as you're drying it. and it's not. It just makes it easier. It's pretty, instead of doing what we did, not that it's a bad thing, but you know, if you don't have the time or you want to do it quick, you're at a car wash, washing it yourself. You don't have the time to be out there with the buffing pads, you know, applying it, wiping it down. With that, you spray it on, you dry it, and it's the same exact thing. Your same
and
thing.
It maintains it too, right? As we go. So we already did that. So now it's like next time we don't have to keep trying it, or I guess like take steps back. It's just all right. It's there. It's done.
Keep them
it's done. And yeah, it was noticeable. Like when I got to work, everybody was like, "Oh, so you washed your car, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude."
Yeah, and it's funny because the Toyota black paint, it's not like plain black. It's like it's like a sparkle to it.
It's got speckles in it. Speckles in it. For the 8.6 and that, it's called like Raven Black. Yeah, so it has like
my car has it too. It's
a little blue shimmer, purple shimmer to it.
And I remember before we washed the car, we couldn't see it. It looked matte and it was just dusty. And then after the wash, I was like, "Oh, you could kind of see it." And then we clayed it and we compounded it. And I was like, and I think I remember telling I was like, you can see the sparkle looking, and you're like, "Fuck, you can."
Diamond in a goat's ass, dude.
It looks good.
It looks really good. Yeah. So definitely, even if you're not doing ceramic coat, definitely recommend at least getting a wax.
A wax.
Do a polish, a compound,
a wax,
something.
Even just a wax alone. Yeah. You'll be good for a month or two, depending on where you store the car.
Yeah.
And it'll keep it good. And like I said, if you don't necessarily have to, with the wax, you don't have to do no paint correction. You don't have to do anything like that. You can literally just wash the car and wax it, and it's going to be the same thing. You still get some type of protection on your paint. And a lot of people don't understand that. They want to just keep washing the car. Yeah. And then I wash it, and that scratch is still there. It's like, well, yeah, dude, it's not.
Yeah, this
it's
wash
just a wash, bro.
It's a shampoo.
We're taking the dirt out. We're not.
Dude, you got a Brazilian blowout. You didn't maintain it.
Exactly.
And now you're thinking that some conditioner's gonna just.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like, no, dude,
bro, you gotta get the fucking.
You gotta do the upkeep.
You gotta get Scrappy Coco to come and fix this hairdo, and you're over here talking about.
Yeah, well, I think the video, the last video I posted on the detailing page was of your car, and you can. And I remember I took a bunch of pictures of the car, and I posted it like a week after because I just forget, dude.
Oh no, dude, yeah.
And on the video, you can see a big difference of
for sure.
The before and after is a huge difference.
I mean, when we saw it live, I'm telling you, and we were even like, that was cool too. We brought up the canopy, so we looked like legit, and then you could just tell. It was like, oh shit, it's actually black. Like it's like, dark, it's deep.
It's deep. You can see the deep black and it's shining.
I wanted to make one of those videos. You know how where you like they're like walking by. And then they like pan the other way, and you're like, "Oh, it's a reflection. It wasn't even the actual what." But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's all about maintenance. It's all about maintaining it, which brings me to our next clip. Speaking of oil changes, oh wow, where is it? Right there. Let's go. So again, speaking of oil changes, and we talked about this before. We always talk about it. Maintenance, right? Maintenance is the biggest thing. Mm-hmm. It if you ain't maintaining, you ain't maintaining. So where is it at? Jeez Louise. Hold on. I should have just did this. Hold on. Doc. Okay, let's just share that. So I hope it came up that you can see that. Here is a video of. Let me take a peek and make sure we can. Yeah, okay. I gotta learn how to get the audio on this. There it is.
Oh, there you go.
So again, mechanic.memes. If you don't follow it, definitely follow it. They do post some weird stuff though sometimes, and we'll go through it. But
what the fuck?
So that's what it is, dude. So
it just thickened up, bro.
Just thickened up. Yeah,
it's a brick.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know the whole thing about it, but it's just basically oil. Oil has a life too. That's why you need an oil change, whether it's synthetic or it's non-synthetic.
And I bet you these fucking people went in there and my car's doing this, and I don't know why. And they tell me it's probably oil. Nah,
it's making a weird noise, but it like. Look at it; it's clumped up. That's years and years and years of not doing an oil change. And even if your car's just sitting there, it's not like it just sits there. You don't drive it. You still got to do an oil change. They recommend doing an oil change at least once a year if that's what it is.
Yeah, if you're not using the car.
If you're not going to use it at all. And we would get people. There was a dude from Firestone at Firestone, and he was actually really good about it. He had a car that he wouldn't drive, and he would still come in every year or something. And it was funny because we would do the oil changes, and the first time I did it, I told the boss, I was like, dude, the oil's still brand new. And he's like, oh yeah, the guy doesn't drive it, but he just comes because this is like the one
you gotta do
big trip a year he does. And you've seen like why it's important. Like that'll completely lock up your motor. It'll just shred it. And
yeah, man, maintain your fucking car.
Yeah, just maintain your car. Give it some love,
dude. It's
man.
not
Just
hard.
give it some love.
And if you don't want to maintain it yourself, the Heights Garage is mobile. Mobile mechanics are doing oil changes. Hit up the Heights Garage.
Quick and
They'll
easy.
go and do it for you.
323-351-8879. Quick.
A lot of people have
Set up an appointment.
It's because I'm at work, or this weekend I don't want to spend my weekends doing this, or after work I'm just tired.
We got you.
Hit up the Heights Garage. That's why they're
We
gonna
got
go.
you.
They go to you.
Yeah.
And it's more convenient than me because I still need electricity.
Yep.
My brother does not need any electricity. He has
Nope.
everything he needs, and he's gonna do it for you.
Yeah. And we actually got an oil change on Saturday. Shout out to Eddie and Tanya. We did it on their Kia Sedona minivan. And that too. I got there. Eddie opened the garage. He was like, oh, here's the key. Do you need anything? I was like, nah. I just kind of moved the van to the middle of their driveway. Put it up on the ramps. Put down my mat. My oil catch can. Or my oil can. Boom. Underneath. Cranked it open.
Boom. 30 minutes later. All right,
Yeah.
see you later.
He came out and he was like, oh, are you like pretty much done? I was like, oh yeah, dude, like I just got to put the drain plug in. And I was already like putting on the oil filter because on these minivans, the oil filter is on top. So I was already just putting it back on. He was like, oh, quick and easy, huh? I was like, yeah,
Exactly.
that's all it is, baby. And see that too. He was like, I mean, yes, he's our cousin, but he was like, all right, cool. Thanks. Like this was super convenient. One, Tanya went to go get the babysitter, aka her mom. So
Yeah.
she took off to get her mom. Eddie was left with the kids.
It was like
There.
you weren't there.
Boom.
It was like you weren't there in the first
I didn't
place.
even see the kids. I didn't even see
Yeah.
Emilio and Natalia. They were inside the whole time, probably
Yeah.
eating breakfast and watching their Saturday morning cartoons, and that was it. He came out, we talked a little bit, and then he was like, "Oh, I forgot about the kids. I gotta go check in on them." Walked in and they were fine, and he just came out, and I was like, "All right, I'm done." He's like, "All right, cool. We'll see you later," because we hung out, and that was it. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
Quick.
You see,
and easy.
guys, it's
Quick and easy. It took me probably like more time to get all the stuff out and
That's
situate
I
myself.
fucking hate that, dude.
Yeah.
And you've seen
I don't
it
know
in
what
like
that is.
I think I always tell you when like
So
I
annoying.
love detailing. I love I'm a vacuum, but I hate that I have to fucking I'm gonna pull the vacuum out. Let me get the extension cord out.
It's the worst.
Oh, let me get these chemicals, and you see it like, oh, it's not coming off with this chemical. I gotta
Yeah.
go back to my fucking car to get this chemical.
Yeah, like-
And then in the end of the detail, I have the buckets, my little caddy, all the towels
Mm-hmm.
just lying everywhere, and it's like, oh, I'm done with the detail. Look back and nope, I got another 20-30 minutes of cleanup that I gotta do. And it's not even like, oh, just put everything away. Like, no, like
you gotta
see, like,
organize it.
we gotta organize it, make it
roll
easy
up
access.
hoses.
You gotta roll up the hose and make sure the hose is clean because it doesn't get anything out of the
Yeah.
house. There's been times where I just throw chemicals in my trunk like that, and then I unload them for the next detail, and I have
Yeah.
fucking wheel cleaner all over my drying towels.
Yeah,
'cause-
it's all.
so you gotta make just
throw it in.
that. I just hate that, dude.
No,
I
for sure.
fucking
It
hate
sucks,
cleaning up
dude.
after.
It sucks. It sucks. But yeah, like just doing the setup. Like I had to. I didn't like when I threw everything in. I was kind of running late, so I was like, all right. Like I told them at 9. I was like, dang, I didn't put gas. I was like, oh, I gotta go get the oil. Like it was this whole thing, and so when like you were saying, when I threw everything in, it wasn't necessarily like the most efficient way. Like I had the ramps blocked, and it was like, oh, it was blocked by stuff that I didn't need. So I was like, oh shit, I had to take like my wrench set, all this stuff out, and then get my ramps out, and then put that stuff back in because I didn't need it. So it was like, oh. So it was all that, and then after that, I was like, you know what? Fuck, like I'm gonna put it so that when I take it out, when I get home, it's just easy. And yeah, ramps were right there.
That's what
Just
not even, I'm not going to say I've been doing. I just recently started doing it where it's like, and I think one time you went in detail with me and I told you, I was like, I feel like, we only made one trip from the storage to my car, and I was like, I don't know why. I usually make like 2-3 trips, and then I was like, it's because I stopped. I would be, say I would go to do a maintenance detail on a car, I would bring everything, carpet cleaner, all this all-purpose cleaner. I'll bring the wax. I'll bring the stuff for the paint correction. It's like, why am I bringing it?
Like,
That's
wait,
not what they asked for.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, I have like, a bucket or two. I have the caddy, and it's
essentials.
Like, take what you need, and that's it. And there's stuff where I can, take a couple towels, a couple chemicals, and I can do as essentially a full detail with just that.
Oh, for sure.
And now if, I want my carpets clean, or I want the stain removed, or I want this, and it's okay, I'm gonna bring a little bit of extra stuff. And even then I have
a couple brushes.
I have the caddy that I use for everyday detail kind of thing. I have like the interior cleaner, the weather conditioner, all the air fresheners.
Yeah, like you're starting to like package everything
glass
together.
Cleaner, all the towels, the tire gel, applicator pads.
Yeah, because even then, all the stuff to clean the wheels and tires, you have it in one bucket.
Yeah, I have that, and then I have it in the wheel bucket. I have all the wheel brushes, and that's where I have all the wheel cleaner. And then I have the wash bucket. Yeah, that's where I have like all the I have all the mitts, and then all the towels that we use, and then I put the soap in there, the foam cannon, and then I have the one. The red chemical guys thing that Saida got me for Valentine's Day.
The bag.
It's a little red caddy, and that's where I have all the extra stuff. Where I'll have like the carpet bomber. I have the stain remover. I have all the waxes, all the polishes, all the acid cleaners for the different ones. I have everything in there, all the extra stuff. Yeah. So now I know when I go to the storage, or I'm in my car and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna pull this caddy out because it's the only one I need.
That's all you need.
And I don't know why I didn't start doing it in the beginning, because when I first started, I was just, I need all this, and I bring everything out. And then I'd be looking, I just need that, and I'd bring 50 things for the detail, and I'd use up 3 chemicals and 4 towels. Yeah. And I didn't, you get me? And I was just like, fuck, I gotta stop doing that, dude. Because then the same thing, I gotta clean everything up that I essentially didn't even need. I just brought everything for no reason.
Yeah, it just messes up the workflow.
Yeah.
You're trying to get everything done all fast, and it doesn't end up getting done fast because you're over here fiddling with shit that you don't need. And it's all workflow, dude. Because that too, if you're over here spending 10 minutes digging through shit that you can't, it's like the details
you're looking for something. Yeah,
you look like an idiot. The freaking person's looking at you like, okay, what do you? You good, dude?
Do
you need something else? Yeah, do you need something else? And it's like, no, I'm just looking. I just need a little brush. I'm looking for a towel.
And like I said, it messes up the flow of the stuff, because I hate, when I'm there and, all right, I'm going to do the interior, and I'm cleaning, wipe it down, and, fuck, I'm going to get a different towel.
Gotta go back.
And I'll get the towel, and it's like, one thing is like, okay, I don't get the towel, and I get there, and it's like, fuck, did I even bring the towel? Or did I bring that right bag? Or where's the bag? I think I did it when I did your car, when I washed your car. I have a little duffel bag just full of a bunch of towels. And I remember I got here, and I was like, I forgot the fucking bag, dude. And those are the towels that we used to actually wipe it down. And I was like, fuck, dude, I didn't bring the towel.
It was just, it's all bad. But like you said, everything's getting better, though. It's all about learning. Honestly, with everything. Literally, dude, I was so excited today when I started, like, figuring out this editing bullshit.
You told me and John.
Like, dude, these podcasts.
You told me and John, you're like, dude, these podcasts are going to be lit. And I was like, well, I thought you ordered something on Amazon or something like that. So I was like, oh, wow, what's up? What do we get?
Yeah, no. I mean, now that we got the lights, so the lighting looks really good. The editing should be a lot better. I know the last YouTube video sounded pretty echoey. The audio, just the audio of like Apple and Spotify and all that, it sounds pretty good. It always does. Yeah. But I don't know. So they just kind of just threw it out there for YouTube. And I was like, all right. That's what it is. But now, like, the whole Riverside thing, that too, I was messing with it so much. I was like, okay, wait, like, it's not exporting, it's not doing this. And it's just, I had to, like, all right, calm down, dude, calm down. But I kind of figured it out. And then I got a Premiere Pro, so I'm trying to learn how to work that, even the audio. And so it should be cool. The podcast should be getting bigger and better, hopefully.
I mean, it already is big, way, not that it was bad before, but it's way bigger and way better now with the. Once you get the laptop, where we can go on YouTube now with video.
For real, dude. There's more.
It's gonna help us out a lot.
Streaming and that's it. If you're a small business, if you're an independent shop, if you're an independent parts store. I mean, shoot, I worked at one. I was at Weber's. If we would have had the podcast then, for sure would have asked Web for some money.
Oh hell
like,
yeah,
hey man, sponsor us. We'll shout you out. We got 60 downloads, dude. Like, that's 60 people that
I want to hear your story.
Definitely looking for sponsors now. One, obviously the big money thing, but also like collaborations. If you want to hit us up, we
can do uniforms for you.
Yeah, we'll do uniforms for you.
We'll wash your service trucks for you.
And we'll interview you. We'll get your business name out there. And it's just I guess that's how it is, podcasting. I don't know. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But kind of a short one. A little more laid back just because it was kind of last minute. But again, we just got to get these things out there. We got to get the practice under there, and we work these new lights. But it's a new week. Also, I know we were talking about Harbor Freight the whole time. I just want to say you're welcome to everybody, because last episode we were talking about the sale, and we were like, hey, it's gonna drop on Monday, and it's your last day. We record this on Sunday, but it's gonna drop on Monday. They extended it. They heard, and I know a bunch of people are gonna be like, "Oh, you're stupid," and you're gonna laugh. But
hey,
this is dead serious, bro.
They heard us, and they heard what the people want.
You know how I know they heard? I posted the video of us going through Harbor Freight in their sale. Guess what? They liked it. They heard. So if you guys are out there and you're like, "Oh, you guys are stupid," like that's dumb. Oh, they didn't hear you. No. They liked it, and then on that very same day, they were like, "Hey, guess what, guys? We're extending it."
Sale.
So today, which is Sunday, we're recording this on Sunday. It's gonna drop on Monday, but Sunday was the last day for the sale. Just saying, you're welcome,
guys.
You're welcome.
When you see his post, my brother posts on his Instagram page, on YouTube. I don't know if you could tag people on YouTube, but tag Harbor Freight. Get a sponsor.
Oh, yeah,
Harbor Freight. Tag us, Harbor Freight.
Freight.
We love you. We are your number one customer.
We're your number one customer.
We use my grandpa's name for a membership.
Support.
My dad's name for a membership. My brother has a membership,
True.
and I have a membership.
True.
You have been employing me and my brother for the past 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
With the Heights Garage and the Heights Auto Spa.
And the Heights Auto Spa.
We get everything from you.
Everything.
Literally
from the
everything
harbor.
we go.
Everything from the harbor.
People know us already from all the Harbor Freights over here in the East LA, Boyle Heights, Pico Rivera, Montebello area.
If it ain't freight, I don't want it.
That's all we have, bro. Harbor Freight sponsors. People tag Harbor Freight. I don't know if you can. If you can tag people on YouTube.
Yeah,
tag Harbor Freight on YouTube, Instagram. Tag us. Tag Harbor Freight on Tag Harbor Freight on our post. But Harbor Freight.
We love Harbor Freight.
Sponsors Harbor Freight. We love Harbor Freight.
Dude, let's go. Let's go to their freaking. Hold on. They also came out quick.
Email them right now on the podcast. Quick. Email them. Go to their contact.
Dude, we're gonna go to their contact info but son of a bitch, too far. They freaking came out with these bad Johnnies.
Oh.
So we're going to do that. We're going to share, again, our screen. Harbor Freight. Why don't you love us? Why don't you love us like...
Sponsor the podcast.
Sponsor the podcast. Love us like that.
Sponsor the Heights Garage. Sponsor the Hot Auto Spa.
Love us like that high school girlfriend that we thought we were going to get married to and go to prom with and do all that stuff. But look, they like it's in the foam, $150, right? Where's the comparison tool? Blue Point, $364.78, difference of $215. Guess what? I want one. I'm gonna get one. It's a 3/8. Not only look, dude, it comes in a carrying case. All right, it comes in a carrying case, but you can take out the foam. It's organized. You take out the foam, you put it in a couple drawers of your toolbox or one single drawer, and you know, hey, that's my 3/8 drawer. And guess what? When you take something out and you're missing it, or somebody puts their grimy little hands on it, and you're like, oh, hold on, I'm missing a socket. Who the fuck took it? You could beat someone the fuck up, and then Harbor, because you know it's missing, and Harbor Freight will help you out, and it's Icon, so it's their legit.
Yeah.
Boom! Look,
and hey, if it messes up, you break it or you lose it, go back and
just
go replace it,
they'll
bro.
replace it, and
they got their warranty.
Sooner or later, this is gonna be Snap-on. So, and Snap-on does have one, and it's like I wanted to get it. That bitch was like $1,200. I was like, nope. And then they came out with this $150, and they have a 1/4-inch one too. They have a 1/4-inch one, and that one's $100. Let me pull it up. Bang, $99.99.
Same thing.
Look at that. They're saying right there, Snap-on. Look, $1,075. That's true. That's true. I was there, brother. I saw it. Saw it with my own eyes. So, Harbor Freight, sponsor us. We love you. It's the best thing that's ever happened. We love Harbor Freight. Definitely tag them and all that. Head over to theheightsgarage.com. Get yourself a Cinco de Mayo or a Tacos and Cervezas
Wait on the new drop.
Follow
the Heights Garage on Instagram and wait on the new drop. You're going to see the hats.
If you're Chicano, Latino, Latinx, Latina, if you like Selena, if you're married to a Latina, if you're married to a Mexican, if you got your papers, you're going to support us. You're going to support our brand. You're going to support the Heights Auto Spa by hitting them up at the Heights_Auto Spa. You're going to support our podcast at THG_.
You're going to support the podcast by tagging Harbor Freight under our post on Instagram.
Boom, there it is. And if we don't get sponsored, we're not going to do this anymore. And you guys aren't going to have anything to listen to at work. So just head over to theheightsgarage.com. Support us there. And then tag Harbor Freight on everything we do. Everything. Get your car detailed by my brother. Get your car worked on by myself. And as always, keep it Boyle Heights built. Catch you in the next one.